The small cities and towns of the Rust Belt states of America propelled Donald Trump to the US presidency. States like Michigan, Wisconsin and Iowa, where the demise of locally owned industries not only had a big economic impact, but left locals feeling disconnected to politics and resentful of the establishment. With 2.5 months to go until New Zealand's general election, how do people in areas once significant industrial businesses feel about their lot, and who are they likely to back come polling day? Our reporter Ian Telfer headed out to some of the poorer parts of Otago and Southland to find out if there's an appetite for change brewing, like the ones that fueled the Trump presidency and Brexit in the UK.
So in the last election in the United States, the media totally missed the election of Donald Trump because they didn't go to the heartland and see what was happening in Rust Belt areas where the industry has been lost. So coming up to the New Zealand election, we wanted to know, is the same thing happening here? This is as close as you'd get to Rust Belt, New Zealand, Mataura in Southland, where the big paper mill closed down 17 years ago and not much has come into town since. Is there a Trump effect? Are we going to see the Donald Trump of Mataura, or is something else going on? We came here to find out. How's the town going?
Oh, it's coming great, but it'll never be the same as what it was. It used to be a bustling wee community. You couldn't walk up the street without tripping over somebody.
We lost our paper mill when I was a child, and that was a big impact. And then we lost this end of the freezing works, the sheep end of the freezing works, so we've only got a beef plant.
You go right through rural New Zealand and show me anywhere that's really booming.
We've got an election coming up. Do you think about that?
I don't really want to think about it because I don't know who I'm going to vote for.
Yeah. Feel a bit strange, does it?
Yes. Yeah. Not like it used to be many moons ago, but...
Yeah. What it used to be like?
Well, you knew who you're actually voting for and what you'll be getting, but now I don't know. I don't know how the young ones are going to get on.
I think there's too many people clipping the ticket. We need more industry.
I thought I'd vote for the Greens, but the Greens want to up the numbers of immigrants. And we've got people in New Zealand who are New Zealand-born New Zealanders. They might have been immigrants earlier, but their children have been born here, so they are now Kiwis. And they've got no housing, and yet they're bringing in more immigrants. That's crazy. That is really crazy shit.
I'm thinking about, like in the US, you know, people who were in, you know, towns where the industry shut down, that sort of thing. They got real angry, right? They elected Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that going to happen here?
No. We haven't got a Trump here, have we? Oh, that's funny as.
What do you want?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'd never thought I'd say it, but Winston Peters to me is the one.
So we're just coming into Milton, and this should be a similar kind of town in a way, because the town was built on woolen mills 150 years ago, but they're all gone now. And the town would also be struggling, except that it's got a whole lot of new industries. So this is a brand new business for you?
Brand new business. It's been here 2 weeks.
And you feel positive about Milton's future?
Yes, I think it's only going to go up. That's why I'm here.
We're coming up to general election, yeah? Do you follow politics? How does it feel from here?
Yes and no. I listen, but yeah, I take interest, but I don't get into it.
I was sort of searching for Rust Belt, New Zealand, but I don't think I found it here, eh?
No, I don't think so. Maybe Mosgiel. We're pretty, I guess, independent down here. We'll keep plodding on, keep doing what we want, regardless of who's in government. Their decision-making doesn't really sway what happens, especially with me. Like, I can't really talk about other people, but, you know, the government is the government, and they'll do what they want, and we'll deal with it, as long as it's not Winston Peters.
We're driving back into Dunedin now, into South Dunedin. And like Mataura, like Milton, it's one of the poorest parts of the country, actually. And I guess I don't really think of it as being like Rust Belt, but actually it is, because, you know, they lost their train making factory at Hillside, they lost their rope factory, they've lost most of their industry over the last 20, 30 years. Are people angry about that? Here we are standing, we've got National there, we've got Labor there. And I was just thinking about politics. I just wondered if I could ask you, like, are you thinking about the election? Is you in election mode yet?
I am, to be honest. I'm traditionally a Labor supporter, but some of the policies that Labor has come out with, I think they would be lovely in an ideal world, but reality is business. So I'm leaning more towards a business-oriented vote, which would take me towards National.
Mate, this used to be the place to come on a Thursday night out here. All the shops out here. Look at it now, restaurants and second-hand shops.
Had 9 years of National?
Yeah.
What's that been like for
Probably
you?
about time for change, but one's as bad as the other.
Country better off than it was before they came in or not?
Well, they say the country is.
The whole day searching for the Rust Belt of New Zealand or for some sort of Donald Trump fired up, angry effect, or even, a kind of left-wing rebel to come through the pack. Just none of that, really. It doesn't feel like there's, an angry Rust Belt out there. It just feels like there's a lot of people who are struggling day to day, just trying to make ends meet, and have almost given up on politics, national politics, to make a difference. Are you looking for a Trump?
No.
Jeremy Corbyn?
No.
Bernie Sanders?
We don't need no idiots.
Reporter Ian Telfer with that report. And for those of you watching, the video was shot by videographer Rebecca Parsons-King.